I like to ask questions to people that they don't normally get asked, or like questions you won't be bored of answering. In your opinion, if 1,000 cats got together and fought every Royal Mail postman, all just in one gang, who's winning that?
How many postmen are there?
We don't know. I'm gonna say a couple thousand.
So if 1,000 cats fought a couple of thousand postmen, that's the worst question I've ever heard.
But how many times have you been asked it?
Well, never. But
thank you.
I mean, still.
So boxing, talk to me. Can I say I'm not loving Matchroom at the minute? I played paddle with Frank.
Did you?
Yesterday?
Yeah, but did you lose to Frank?
So badly.
Really?
I never want to see that man with a paddle racket in his hand again.
Really?
He's good though.
But I don't understand. I think Padel is one of those games where you don't have to be. Well, you can't be, because Frank's quite good at Padel.
Yeah, he is.
You don't have to be athletically gifted.
Yeah.
You don't have to be good at any other sport.
Yeah.
And you don't have to look like someone that should be able to play Padel.
Yeah.
Because Frank's none of those things.
No.
But he still beat you.
He's schoolless, me and Paul.
Really?
Who? Thank you for having.
I thought you said you won, Paul.
I did one game.
Oh right.
Oh
yeah,
no,
yeah,
he's.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have worked this out beforehand.
Yeah, I know. He's saying he won.
Paul won.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I've never played Padel. Not one game in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
You look like a paddle guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You cheeky fucker.
But no, Frank was great.
Yeah, I know. Plays a lot though.
I wrote a list. This is 100% true. I wrote down a list about 4 or 5 years ago of people I would like to have on my podcast. Your name was on that.
Thank you.
Just your name 5 times. Which is intense.
I've done 5,000 podcasts.
Yeah.
There are so many podcasts.
Welcome to the summit.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
The air's a bit finer up here.
Yeah.
Cheers, come to us. You're literally like in and out for the Crocker Donovan fight, which will be tomorrow when this comes out. Were you were at the first fight?
Of course, yeah. I mean, it was just wild. I mean, I feel like Lewis really underperformed. Was getting well beaten by Paddy.
Yeah.
And then Paddy just completely threw it away. I mean, the cuts were terrible, and they were definitely hindering Lewis. And then it looked like he was going to get stopped.
Yeah.
And Paddy just hit him, not just a second after the bell, at least 2 seconds, maybe 3 seconds after the bell. And, he was disqualified. And Lewis won. And it was like, just left a bad feeling in the mouth all round, because Paddy controlled the fight. Lewis got given the decision. And then it was more like just, no one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
And then that was a final eliminator for the world title. The guy who had the belt, Boots Ennis, vacated. The rematch got ordered by the IBF. Now these two are fighting for a world title.
Yep.
It's the first time in history 2 Irishmen have ever fought for a world title.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
And like in the outdoor arena as well, because the first one, it just had everybody talking, and I'm talking about questions that you don't get asked, but of course you're going to be asked like what your opinion was on.
I thought he should have been disqualified, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is it was a foul.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if it was the different stage in the fight and Crocker wasn't busted up and cut up, the ref would have probably gone, I'll give you your time and then you need to get up and carry on.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. And it was a big shot as well. It wasn't like just a little jab. It was a big right hand. It's hard to say to a fighter, come on, get up, mate. He's just going, hang on, he's just hit me after the bell.
Yeah.
So Lewis definitely, like him and Billy knew what they were doing. They got given an unbelievable lifeline.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden the fight's for a world title.
Yeah. Do you think that, because it was such a good fight anyway, but do you think that controversy about the punch at the bell?
That's why we're in Windsor Park.
I was going to say, does that separate it from
I mean, I think the
rematch,
rematch, without the controversy, the rematch, we sold out, Odyssey. It was a great atmosphere, SEC now. But to go to Windsor Park, you need something more.
Yeah.
And, we'll have between 18 and 20,000 in there. It will be wild.
And that's with like that fight. It's a good undercard, but that's with that fight as like the main event.
Of course,
the last time it was Frampton, but Tyson Fury was on, weirdly was on the undercard as well. And Paddy Barnes got knocked out with a body shot.
That's right. Yeah. But you're not a Paddy Barnes fan?
I love Paddy Barnes.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
that's why I'm okay with joking about that.
Yeah.
And he's great. Like, we've had Paddy on the podcast loads of times.
But I think that, like you say, when Carl boxed there, he boxed Luke Jackson. Yeah. It was kind of like a celebration for Carl. Like, he was never going to lose to Luke Jackson, but it was like Frampton's fighting at Windsor Park. This is a bit different because it's two guys with a little bit of a lower profile, but obviously 2 Irishmen, but fighting for the world title. And Jarko against Davis is great. Tyrone McKenna against Dylan Moran.
Their head-to-head
Pat
was
Brown,
great.
Molly McCann's making her debut.
Yep.
You got 2 other Irish lads fighting on the card, Farrell and don't even know the other bloke, but I was in the head-to-head with them today, and they were just saying, "I'm gonna fucking knock you out. I'm gonna fucking."
Where were they from?
Fucking yeah. I see. Yeah. I heard it. It's like Cole McGuigan.
The first one was wild, and I watched the first one, and then I think I turned it off. Boxing matches are too late.
Yeah.
Let's get the main event on at 8.
I agree. 9 is a time that I think is a really good time. Like the problem is you want.
Sorry, 9's good for a fight or good for
for
bed?
a fight? No, right. 9's good for a fight.
What time's good for bed? 10?
For me, depends where I'm in the world. I mean, in an ideal world, 10 o'clock would be a wonderful time for bed.
You're in bed for 9:45, sleeping for 10.
Unlikely.
Right.
Yeah.
You have trouble sleeping?
Yeah, because I'm always fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm flying all around the world, so just I sleep when I can. But I think 9 p.m. for a fight, for a main event, is actually a really good time. But also, don't forget, you're building the night.
Yep.
You're trying to build the atmosphere. You want to get other fighters out on the card, on the undercard. 7 o'clock's the start time of the programme. But we've made the decision recently. We're doing 4 fights on the main broadcast. So we start at 7 in the hope that the main event will come between 9 and 9:30.
Right.
Sometimes every fight goes a distance.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because I think when I went to bed after the last fight, and then I didn't realise there would be. Of course, it was controversial the way it ended. But it was when I woke up, I was like, this is suddenly the biggest talking point in boxing. And
people love boxing fans are very passionate and they're extremely opinionated.
Yeah.
So when something like that happens, everyone's got an opinion.
Did you know straight away this rematch, that night? Did you go, this could do a stadium?
Yeah, but what happened is, look, think about it. Lewis Crocker got gifted the decision. Not that he didn't deserve it, because Donovan fouled him, but he was on his way to losing. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
So he's going, I'm now fighting for the world title.
Yeah.
And everyone's going, no, you got to rematch Paddy Donovan. He's going, why?
Yeah.
He hit me after the bell.
Yeah.
He got beat. I won. I'm fighting for the world title. It was only when the IBF said, no, there's got to be a rematch.
Yeah.
And then the champion vacated, so it becomes for a world title. Everyone's all in.
Yeah.
You got 36 minutes to change your life forever.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this fight, their whole life will change. They'll be making massive money. I mean, look at the division. Haney, Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, Teofimo Lopez. Just multi-million-dollar paydays for the winner of this fight. So
and all Ireland fights are great, because I've been doing this podcast for about 6 years, and we've had so many Irish boxers on it. And it was always I remember a question in the early days was, would all Ireland fights be interesting? And at the start, it wasn't that they weren't open to it, but I think people were just didn't feel like it was on the cards or it could happen.
Yeah, not really at a high level.
Yeah.
Like this. But also, when Frampton was boxing, he's a super bantamweight. We had Ryan Burnett, he's a bantamweight.
Yeah.
This is a really high profile division, welterweight. But also, when was the last fighter you had fighting for world titles above super bantamweight?
Yeah.
Steve Collins.
Yeah.
In terms of all Ireland. So, I feel like, Paddy's the favourite going in, but Lewis has a massive chance.
Yeah.
He's just got to go out there and let his hands go.
Yeah.
He's a big puncher.
Yeah.
But you got to take chances.
I just remembered at the start of this, I meant 100 dogs versus all the Royal Mail postmen. Does that change things?
Why didn't you just say it's 10 dogs against 1 postman?
What breed though? It's mixed breed.
Yeah. So it's like a lucky dip.
Yeah.
So it could be a load of chihuahuas, could be some
but
fucking
still 10
massive
chihuahuas,
Rottweilers. Yeah, but then you just boot. Don't do that because of animal protection and all that kind of stuff.
Eddie, it sounds like you fought 10 chihuahuas.
Well, I've been around, you know what I mean? No, but I just think the question, yeah.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I mentioned we've had all kind of so many Irish boxers on the podcast. Who have you worked with most from the Irish boxing scene of, say, the last 10 years?
Well, we started the career of Carl Frampton, really, up until the Kiko Martinez fight here at the Odyssey at the time. Lewis Crocker now for 5, 6 fights. Paddy Donovan, Ryan Burnett was a great run for us. Obviously won the world title with us, unified it as well.
Was Frampton the start of Frampton's career? Do you feel like that was the start of a resurgence of fights here? Like
No,
Belfast?
because I think boxing in Ireland, I mean, particularly in Belfast, like, it's always been mega.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up coming to Ulster Hall, King's Hall as a kid, you know, and we would stay in the Europa Hotel with my dad, and it was quite lively, Belfast, back then. I mean, the Ulster Hall was a really lively venue back then. It holds like 1,000 people, and my dad used to represent a fighter called Damien Denny.
Right.
And we did Damien Denny against Paul Silky Jones, who he also looked after, and Paul Silky Jones knocked out Damien Denny, who's from Belfast, at the Ulster Hall in 1 round.
Right.
And it was wild. I mean, it was like, I was like 11, and I was like, Jesus Christ, chairs going everywhere, and you know. But it's always been a great fight city.
Yeah.
You know, going back to, you know, so many great fighters from you know, Northern Ireland, from Ireland, and the atmosphere's always been there. So when we came with Frampton, we did Steve Molitor, we did one other fight, I can't remember, and then we did Kiko Martinez, and we sold out with Kiko Martinez, and that was like, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, he went off with Barry McGuigan after that, and you know, but you've always looked for that. Who's the next Frampton?
Yep.
I'm not saying Crocker's the next Frampton, but I mean, if he wins on Saturday, he becomes a massive star here. But there's not many that can sell like, you know, like Crocker and especially like Frampton.
Have you ever heard a rumour that in photos Barry McGuigan sometimes doesn't close his fist so that his hand looks bigger?
Really?
I heard that yesterday.
Really?
Just like genuinely throws that up. Like, do you know
who's got the biggest fists of any fighter I've ever met? No, did he?
Yeah.
Marvin Hagler.
Marvellous Marvin
Big Hagler.
Fists.
Yeah. They're like that.
Right.
Do you know who's also got massive hands? Conor McGregor.
Yeah?
Yep. Look at Conor McGregor when he goes like that.
But then is he closing his fists like?
It might not be now.
Look out for this.
Well, now
man.
you've said that to me. Yeah.
I'll
be looking tomorrow again.
You mentioned Ulster Hall is a great place to fight. They've actually fought there a couple of times.
Oh, you have, yeah?
Comedian charity boxing.
Really? Wow.
I fought guys like names like, you're talking about Marvin Hagler, guys like Johnny Bowe, Sean Hegarty.
Really?
Other local
you
comics.
You fought Sean Hegarty?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How'd you get on?
2-0.
Yeah?
2-0.
Wow.
It was the wildest night. Like I do stand up and have done
comedy?
like SSE. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a huge deal in just Northern Ireland.
Really? Just
Northern Ireland. Yeah. But so I kind of, going back to the Crocker Donovan thing, when Paddy was saying he just was so in the zone, he obviously can't hear the crowd or anything, that he didn't hear the bell.
Yeah.
I forget, it's only comedians boxing I've done, and when I heard him say that, I was like, it is like that.
Yeah.
I was like, boxer to boxer.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
You
not
do.
everybody would.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't hear
Boxers
anything.
get it.
The only thing I could hear was the speed of my hands.
Really?
That was the only thing on the night I was hearing.
Yeah.
You know? But 2-0, but I just...
Is that you done now, or must be difficult
ever done?
balancing the boxing and the comedy?
Are you ever done?
No.
You know?
It's just in you, isn't it?
It's in me.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was in me. I don't know, like you know, that whole Misfits thing. To me, as a purist, that's not what I either want to be on the likes of the...
You could go on Misfits?
Hmm?
Do you think if you got on a Misfits card?
I want to fight this weekend. I want to fight tomorrow night.
Oh, right. I thought you might go Misfits.
I don't want to do the
My
Misfits
worry
thing.
is that if you went on Misfits, you'd like open the show at like 1:45 in the afternoon or something.
Perfect.
Like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're in the bath for 9?
Yeah.
Perfect. I look at the Misfits thing and go like, you know, I'd batter Joey Essex. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. Those guys.
Do you know what though? You can say that though. But I think once you get in there, like, I know Joey Essex quite well, and it wasn't the prettiest performance. But I'll tell you what, they had some
serious shots.
Do you know the amount of people that was like? It started off like my mates were on a group chat after a round going, "These two are shit."
Yeah.
And then like third round, pathetic, and then fourth round, like fucking hell, fair play. It was like they were just gassed after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
How long was your fight?
We did 3 1-minute rounds.
Oh right,
Which
3
was probably 2
minutes.
rounds too much.
Yeah, 3 1 minutes.
2-minute rounds?
Or 3 1s.
3 1-minute
3
rounds.
1s, wow,
So I've been the distance,
warrior.
you know, of hours in the tank, you know. But it's funny how like I think what I was doing is boxing, and then you watch the footage back and
awful,
go,
yeah.
this isn't what we think it is,
Yeah.
because you feel great at the time.
Do you do that when you watch your stage show back as well?
I didn't know where you were going with that when I watched what back. When I watched the stage show back.
Yeah. Like, when was your last comedy gig?
I gig all the time. Last big one was SSE.
Yeah.
Couple nights at SSE.
Did that, yeah? Oh.
Couple nights.
Oh.
Good fun.
As just you or with another 40 comedians?
Just me.
Were you the headline act at
Just
SSE?
me.
Were you?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't think it either, but the only thing I do in my act is I just ask people.
And you charged for that as well?
Animals versus groups of people.
Right.
That's the act. It's an
brilliant.
hour
So what
and a
you did
half
with
of
a
that.
Postman and that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And how many people came to your show?
Over both nights, maybe 13,000, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie, I do numbers, like.
Really? Wow.
I do numbers, and I can
That's
box.
quite impressive, yeah.
You put those things together.
Misfits all over.
No, pro.
What about...
Don't talk about me
but
in the Misfits
What
thing.
about the Northern Ireland Misfits? You?
Yeah, well, we've that's kind of like we did a couple of big
I'm
nights.
still
in
shocked
Ulster
that
Hall.
you've done 13,000 at the SSE over 2 nights.
You think it'd be more?
That's actually the funniest thing you've said yet.
You know, so I'm going to train so hard at paddle. I'm going to play you and Frank.
Yeah, I'll give you a game. Next time we do a show in Belfast.
We could.
Or I'll come to your comedy act.
Yeah.
When's your next show?
Oh, I'll London. I'm doing Soho Theatre. Nights in London.
London.
Eddie,
You're doing Soho Theatre?
Eddie, I could unretire from boxing quick.
Yeah.
No, I'm not joking. I want to ask you about Irish fighters and Belfast fighters. Like, I think I saw you recently say about Carl Frampton. You were like, sort of wish you had been with him longer.
Yeah, for sure.
And seen more of his career. But have you had any dealings with the likes of Paddy Barnes or guys like?
No, I've met Paddy a few times. A funny bastard.
Great character.
And he thing is with Paddy, he's never really looked like a boxer.
Yeah.
See, like you, I look at you, I just know you're hard. I know you're a fighter.
Yeah, crucial.
But Paddy just never, like, he was super talented.
Yeah.
But he just don't look like a boxer, does he?
And that's the great thing about him is
yeah.
he's like been to the Olympics, like a phenomenal boxer, but he's great about like just taking the piss out of himself and not taking himself too seriously.
What happens is, in boxing, if you're allowed as a promoter to kind of build that trust with a fighter and that, you know, that journey with a fighter, you do become quite loyal to each other. But a lot of managers, and in Frampton's case, Barry McGuigan, don't really want you to have that. Yeah. Big hands, Barry.
Yeah.
They don't really want you to have that relationship because they want to be the one that deals with the promoter. So, and I think if I would have had that relationship with Carl, we probably would have worked together our whole career.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say he drove us apart. But that night with, Kiko Martinez, he sort of come up to me after Barry. He's like, it's all got to change now because I need to be more involved. And I was like, red flag.
Yeah.
And
with hindsight, that's a red flag.
Yeah, it is. But I knew that anyway. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Because Barry felt that he was the big draw as well. And don't get me wrong, he is a legend in these parts.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
He just felt that he was bringing a lot to the table and he wanted to make more money.
Yeah. I want to ask you as well about, say, a guy we've had loads on the podcast, Sean McComb.
Yeah.
That Barbosa fight.
Yeah.
Like, every
Mad.
time I have
Like,
him on, we keep
I was
bringing
there
him
actually because it was Haney Garcia card, wasn't it?
Yep.
And I watched it. Like, I just watched the fight go past and it was like, he's won that easy.
But what does a guy like him do? Because after that, he felt like no one would touch him because he had
he'd won.
done so well.
Yeah, he'd won.
So
it was actually a disaster for him because he'd won the fight, didn't get the decision, showed everyone how good he was, and in the process, no one wanted to fight him.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a disaster, really.
Yeah.
A bit like Jack Catterall when he fought Josh Taylor the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, he won that fight.
Yeah.
Should have been undisputed world champion. Cost him millions.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, I'm not fighting Jack Catterall. I mean, he got robbed against Josh Taylor.
Yeah. It shows how cruel it can be because I assumed, being someone that knows him, I was like, well, look, you did so well in the fight. Like,
Yeah, you'll get another shot or a chance.
And then
But
he's just
it don't
inactive
work
for
like that.
a year more.
I think he's got a fight coming up.
He does, yeah.
And then he might have another fight with us, actually, we're talking to him about. So we're good.
Can fighters approach you almost? I mean, they'll probably, I guess, do this.
Yeah, I mean,
agents,
I'll get like DM'd all day by fighters asking.
You're going to get one from me straight after
Yeah,
this.
I will. Well, listen, now I know you do numbers. You know,
you just get me knocked out by Derek Chisora.
some of them, it's difficult because every fighter's kind of shooting their shot. They all want an opportunity, and you can only give so many people an opportunity. So you need to be very good, or you need to have good social media presence and be good still, or put bums on seats. I mean, that's the reality. And a lot of Irish fighters sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
And that's really important. I mean, you look at tomorrow night, obviously, Lewis has sold like 3,000 out of his hand.
Yeah.
Just to people he knows.
Yeah.
Keevan's done 700 or 800. Tyrone McKenna, 700. Like, I know it's obviously a big show, but all those guys consistently sell tickets, and then you get good pockets of support from different areas.
We've had Keevan on a couple of times, and I'm very excited to see him because at the last Matchroom fight that he fought at, he fought Williamson.
That's right, yeah.
And I don't think Keevan was the favourite for it.
Yeah.
And won. And the consensus from people who know boxing better than me was like he wasn't at his best, but still won. So like if he's at his best,
it's a big fight for him, and there's a lot of beef.
Yeah.
And they're both bang up for it, and both in great shape for the fight. Yeah. And this is a bit of a make or break fight because both guys, they're not superstars. They haven't built their profile. I mean, Ishmael's lost a couple of fights recently that he took at like a week's notice against world-class opposition. Keevan's kind of probably, I think Keevan's probably made some bad decisions in the past in terms of not taking fights or taking fights. He probably don't agree with me, but forget all that. This is the fight. If he wins this fight, he could be headlining at the Odyssey Arena.
So you can almost, it's not like people can come in and out with you, and like a fighter can.
If you I mean, you have fighters that you want to invest in and build with, or you have fighters that you use on fight nights that give value for money for fans and customers.
Yeah.
And that's a fight that I know when you make a fight like that, it won't disappoint.
Yeah.
And that's great when you're putting up the money for the fight. You know that the ultimate aim as a promoter is that everybody that leaves goes, fuck, what a night.
Yeah.
That was a great night. Wake up Sunday, text your mates, phone goes, how good was last night?
That
was
last
unbelievable.
SSE Matchroom show was that.
But this will be it because the atmosphere will be amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Idea, Celtic Clash, All Ireland fights at Slane Castle.
Yeah. Who's going to pay the bill at Slane Castle?
Paul,
okay. Did you say in the end sponsored by that prize?
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
But these All Ireland fights are great.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them.
Yeah. It's about narrative. It's about storytelling.
Yeah.
It's very one guy from Belfast, one guy from Limerick.
Yeah.
Fighting for a world title, the first time in the history of sport.
Yeah.
That's not hard. I mean, you could sell that.
Yeah, but I'm already close to that number anyway, so don't say that like a throwaway thing.
True. Yeah.
Do you, with a fight like that as the promoter, is that like a huge? I don't know if you can answer. Is that a huge financial risk for you guys when you initially book that?
There's much more risk going outdoors, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes the tickets will become slightly cheaper outdoors because there's so many of them. So, like, to put it into perspective, you can probably take 300-400 grand more, maybe 500 grand in ticket revenue than you can at the arena.
Yeah.
But it's going to cost you another 300-400 grand in costs to go outside. Extra policing, extra security. You got to cover the pitch. Got to put the big structure up. You got to put the canopy up. There's so many more costs of going outside. But I just think there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
I think, when you turn up on the night and then the light goes down, and everyone's having a drink, the music pumping.
That stadium's so enclosed now as well, where it didn't used to be. There's like kind of gaps in it.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere is just going to stay in.
Yeah.
Have you got a Netflix documentary coming out?
Yeah, next Wednesday it starts.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, Matchroom, The Greatest Showman.
Are you? Is that like a load of access? They're
yeah, basically. Filming? I mean, I wrote to Box, who are the production company. They launched Drive to Survive, right? The Formula One show. And when they did that, I wrote to them 4 years ago and I said, you need to do behind the scenes like Drive to Survive, but for boxing.
Yeah.
Because if you think F1's wild, wait till you see boxing. And they came about 2 years ago. They did a pilot. But in the meantime, they kind of met my old man. They realised we did darts and snooker. And they just loved like the whole story of the company. A family business, me and my dad, Frank Smith, other people within the business. And they wanted to do the documentary on Matchroom. So it's probably 50 or 60% boxing, but it's also the darts, the snooker, just other stories, the relationship between my dad and we were mic'd up for like nearly 2 years, like following you around. It's really
Yeah.
Like, because you'll be in conversations out the back,
Yeah,
or you'll be
yeah.
having a row with someone or
Yeah.
whatever, and you're like, oh my God. And
Yeah.
then you look over and there's some bloke going, like with a big, with a boom mic, and
Yeah.
you're going, fucking
Yeah.
hell. And in time, like there were quite a few bits in it. Nothing really was taken out, if I'm honest.
Yeah, yeah.
But there were bits in it where I was like, I don't think we can put this in.
Yeah.
And they're going, honestly, leave it in.
Yeah.
It's like, moments when I'm in the ring, like Katie Taylor beat Amanda Serrano on the Mike Tyson card. And there was a lot of history between me and Jake Paul and Nikisa, and we're all rowing during the build-up. And I'm just in the ring just going, fuck you, you're all like, fuck yeah. Like completely lost my head.
Yeah, yeah.
Rowing with people in the ring.
Yeah.
And I got out after, I was like, guys, you can't put that in.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it was
That's the thriller.
unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's nothing really been taken out. It's good. It's a really good watch.
What do you think could be the next sport to kind of blow up in a different way? Curling?
Definitely not curling.
Curling with Viagra?
Paddle.
Paddle? Yeah.
I think so many people are playing paddle right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it can be
I think
translated
you play, but
as a
you don't want to say
TV
you play.
product. What?
I think you play, but
Never
you don't want to
play
say
paddle.
you play. But this is perfect for someone who, you show up, I've never played before.
Yeah.
Rinse people.
Yeah.
I think you play.
Okay. Well, I mean, so many people will listen to this podcast. A lot of people will know that I don't play paddle.
Right.
By the end of it, so it's been a good
Yeah.
setup for that.
Yeah.
But no, never play paddle. Sport-wise, I don't know. I mean, so many sports are dying.
Yeah.
Rugby, I think, is dying.
Yeah.
No, what kids are playing rugby and rugby league now? They're not interested.
Yeah.
You need the role models, you need the superstars where people go, I want to be like them. So fencing,
No helmets.
fencing with
proper
no
shoulders.
helmets. Yeah, it's got massive potential.
Yeah.
Um,
But like, what can you, like, obviously darts totally changed like the atmosphere, the way you guys did it with crowds being
Yeah.
loud and all, and golf's kind of done that.
Yeah.
But can boxing change in any
it
way?
can,
like
but
that?
you
Because-
can bastardise the format of anything.
Yeah.
So you can say, I don't know if you remember, it's probably before your time, but we used to do prize fighter,
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
which was
yeah,
three
I remember.
3-minute rounds. Boxing was dead at the time. And all of a sudden, the casuals started watching prize fight. They loved it.
Yeah.
Fast-paced format, 3-minute
Yeah.
rounds, winner stays on, same night,
Yeah.
8 fighters, 1 winner at the end of it, last man standing.
Yeah.
So easy to understand. But the hardcore, the people that understand boxing were like, it's a bit like 2020 cricket or now the 100. The traditional cricket fan doesn't like it because they think it's like a crapshoot. What's
Yes.
that? We could make boxing. I sometimes think, why don't you just do one round,
Yeah.
right? Where it's one round and everyone just goes out
All
and goes
in.
fucking mental
Yeah.
for one round.
Yeah.
It's a bit naff, but it's a bit like the YouTube stuff and the Misfit stuff. I hate some of it. I don't mind Misfits. I think it's actually a good product, but stuff like Floyd Mayweather against Mike Tyson coming up or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What a load of rubbish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it will do numbers.
Yeah.
So therefore, what can you do about it?
Yeah.
You know?
You know what you need to get into? That cheese rolling game?
I like that.
Get into that.
It's not Irish, is it? No, it's
We'll
like
take it.
Bristol, Bath, Cornwall. Yeah.
But let's get that
Cheese
going around the
rolling.
world.
Yeah.
The Americans would love that.
Massive.
Yeah, and
Do
that's
you know what
great.
they do? I mean, they have, what's the cornhole?
Yeah.
You know that? That's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
That's on ESPN.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it's not shit.
I think it's great because once I got it in and decided
What's it
that
got
like
to
I
do with
love
you,
that
though?
sport.
I'm just saying the sport in general.
Because if I can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, imagine that, where a national broadcaster
Yeah.
is airing
Yeah.
some geezer.
See,
going, I mean,
It's more, you want to go,
no, I think it's got to come underneath, not sideways.
but
That's
you want to see me play.
Yeah.
You be doing it side.
Really?
I
I
toss.
think
Like,
it's got to be.
I toss a lot.
Oh, I know you do.
So,
yeah,
I'm the man
sure you
that.
do, looking like that. So who's the comedian now, eh?
Katie,
Taylor.
Katie, yeah, I know, but do you think Katie Taylor's like the best
She is.
female boxer of all time?
Yeah. And she's also one of the most phenomenal people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I can't.
that comes across.
She's like, obviously, when she sent me a message to say when she was turning pro, and I was like, I'm not interested in women's boxing. Like, I just don't think it has the appeal. But I'll meet her because she's a legend. I saw her win gold in London, and she came in the office, and I was just like mesmerised by her drive. And obviously, she's a woman of extreme sort of faith, and she's so determined. And I thought, I've got to be a part of this. I don't know where it's going to go. Yeah. And I watched her fight for the first time, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And she's just phenomenal, and what she's done. I'm just really pleased that she's gone to do so much as a pro, but she's also made massive money.
Yeah.
Which is really nice because, we had a conversation once. She boxed on an undercard. This was years ago, and it was in Boston. And we had about 4,000 or 5,000 crowd there, and they all came pretty much to watch her.
Yeah.
Right? The guy that fought after her was a world champion, and she was a world champion as well at the time, Katie. Nowhere near the star she is now. Anyway, she's very easy to work with, Katie. The next morning at breakfast after the fight, she came up to me. She went, "Can I ask you a question?" I went, "Yeah." She went, "How much did the guy who boxed after me make last night?" And I went, "What? I'm not going to lie to her." I told her, and it was double what she got. Right? And she said, "Do you think that's fair?" She went, "Because I think most people there last night bought a ticket to watch me, and people tuned in on TV to watch me. So why should he get double what I got?" And I said, "Because you're a woman." And that wasn't me being sexist. That was the reality of where women's boxing was.
Yeah.
And I said, it's not fair. But that's just... And she has, increased the value of women's boxing to a point now where there is that equality of pay. Just because someone's a world champion in men's boxing doesn't mean the woman should make the same. But if the commercial value is the same, then they should be on the same money. Or if it's higher, they should be getting more money.
She would have sold out if that Croke Park fight had happened.
Yeah, well, maybe it still does. But the fact is...
Eddie does it?
What?
Does it?
I hope so. But she may never fight again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
if she did. Could it be at Croke Park?
I think the only way she would fight again is if it was at Croke Park. So, whether we can make that happen or not, I would love.
What I can do.
It would be it'd be good because you must have done a gig there.
Yeah,
at Croke Park. Yeah, that'd be.
I'll do a warm-up show.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to go because you're literally in and out. Could I have an exclusive? Could you just give me this would be a wild thing to do? Imagine doing it on this. That'd be a baller move from you, Eddie, to just give me a big AJ exclusive or something, or confirm that Katie Taylor's fighting at Croke Park.
Yeah, well, you can confirm that Katie Taylor could potentially fight at Croke Park, or that AJ could fight Tyson Fury next year. Or I think the big move would be for that prize guy to arrange some kind of boxing fight night.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where we get people together. You could even win the opportunity to compete in the fight night. Do you know what I mean?
Can we do a prize fight?
Prize fight?
Yeah.
Prize guy, prize fight?
Prize guy, prize fighter. Yeah. Right?
It's a lot of the word
winner
prize.
Stays on, but I think you should just do one round. Right? One round. 8 fighters. 1 round per fight. 4 quarterfinals, 2 semis, 1 final on one night.
Eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
Prize guy, prize fight, eyes on the prize.
Yeah, just probably a few less prizes.
More prizes.
More
That's
prizes.
The thing. We get more prizes.
I see what you're doing there.
And for the last fight, get the cheese rolling lumped in as well.
Yeah.
They start at the top of a hill storming.
And what happens is the cheese has to go over the Mitsubishi Evo down there that you can win in the big prize.
We've tied it all back in. So Katie Taylor's going to fight what date's it?
It's going to be April the 29th next year.
Yeah. Imagine if you did. Eddie, just confirm a date.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Eddie's going April 29th on a Tuesday.
At 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Eddie, thank you so much for coming on.
Cheers, thanks
to your team and for Paul for hosting us. But really, really appreciate you taking time to do this.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you so much.